Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to still double check this backup cue. I really want him out of my space, but I also want to start introducing this whipping cue a little bit more. What I want him to do is I want him to stay out of my space. So if I have to be scary, make my body language big, he needs to stay back out of my space. So I'm stringing a couple different things together. He's not really very respectful right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to another section of the arena where I can work a little bit better for a minute and see what I can get done. So I just went over near the wall and did some work with him because it allowed me to control his body better by using the wall. The wall stopped him from wanting to run around me. It gave one less option that he had, so he wasn't able to circle me. It allowed me to be able to increase the intensity of this whipping without him running, and it basically helped him find the right answer. So now that I've planted that little seed over along the wall, now you can see that I'm able to do this more effectively out here. And what I am doing is I am trying to teach him to control his emotions. When he gets excited, when something stressful happens, the stress in this case is the whip, making the noise, the stick and string making that whip noise, that he needs to know how to answer that. And he needs to understand that when he hears that noise, it's not always about getting really excited and just up and ready to go. So now that he's got the idea that sometimes this whipping happens and it doesn't mean do anything, it doesn't mean anything to him. It doesn't mean run, it doesn't mean hide, it means just stand there and ignore it, you're not going to be hurt. Now that he's starting to get some emotional control with this, I've got a little seed planted where maybe he'll be able to have some emotional control when he's next to the trailer. Ideally, when I'm doing this exercise, you would like to get to the point where you could whip with 100% of your energy on either side of him. Right there was about maybe 50% of my strength, and you saw that that made him quiver, where before I was doing about 25% and he was standing pretty good. So ideally what this horse would need to be worked with until he could handle 100% of my whipping strength. The way that I will work my way up to that is I will do something called mixing rhythm and random. So right now you can tell that I'm mostly using rhythm. I'm going back and forth in a rhythmic motion. I end by touching him some way, either touching him like this or tossing it up over his back. That signifies the end of that. And as I want to try to get that percentage of whipping, if I say this is 20%, as I want to try to get that percentage up to 100%, the way that I do that is by whipping 20, 20, 50, 20, 20. That way he almost thinks he might have hallucinated that 50%, and that way he just kind of flinches, but he's not quite sure. Where if I just went 50, 50, 50, 50, he would probably try to leave town. So again, I'll go 20, 20, 20, 60, 20. And so you start to see how you almost hide that random spike of energy inside of the rhythmic energy that he's accepting. And that's how we would gradually build up to being able to do 100, 100, 100. Now that we've seen a pretty big emotional change in this horse, let's take him back to the trailer and see what we've got.